Hello guys. I know this episode is a little bit late. I've been dealing with some real life stuff, work, travel and stuff like that. Um, I have been doing some things behind or off camera, you could say, to make this uh mob spawner a little bit prettier to look at. So I'm gonna show you that, then I'll tell you what this episode's all gonna be about. So let me turn it off because, yeah, let me take the ring off because it breaks the whole thing. There we go. So this is the mob spawner. I control it with these lights. Well, at least the cursed earth. The spawner just keeps spawning because it's low light level, even if it's not enough light for the cursed earth to spawn, it's still enough not enough light to make the spawners not spawn. So I have a skeleton spawner, a zombie spawner, a blaze spawner, plus whatever I can get from the cursed earth. I have two very damaged anvils, the enchanter, and my 149 levels of XP, right? Side, this would be the mechanical side. This is the basic capacitor, and all this is just for show because the power is coming from the outside, and it doesn't really take that much power to use. So coming around the corner, that's the power. Only 5 windmills, and that is powered. I'm walking really close so that I don't show too much of the outside building after just after I showed you the inside. So this is the uh, drop collection point. Uh, I left those for miscellaneous, so I can just take them out by hand here. Um, I usually get like bows and different types of armor, enchanted and non-enchanted, and shovels, axes, swords, stuff like that. I don't keep them because I really don't need them. Um, I do get a little bit of redstone, a little bit of glowstone, a little bit of sugar because of the witches. Few bottles, few sticks, a few raw chickens, and feathers from the zombie chicken riders. A few carrots and potato from the zombies. A few iron from the zombies, and then the normal mob drops plus the reliquary drops. And okay, this is not supposed to go there, but it's fine. I have them in fours because I I thought maybe there would be more variety because I was thinking of bringing in different mob spawners, but I think with what I'm getting, it's good. Just not getting the Enderman heads because I'm not spawning that many Endermen. So if I would do maybe an upgrade to this would be adding uh an Enderman spawner, and then that would help out the situation of the Enderman hands and the Ender pearls. I do get a few Ender pearls, not a steady supply, but I do get some. This is my enchanting setup. It's with what it has. It's already 30 level enchantments. I chiseled a little bit here so that I could have a separation between the normal wooden floor and where my enchantment table is because I want it to look different. Did a skylight, did a couple of windows. Then I did an upstairs, which has not been furnished yet, but it does have windows to the sides and windows to the front with different flooring for each side. This would be overlooking my base. So that's about what I did on the inside. Now I'm going to show you the outside. pretty modern build, pretty bland right now because I don't know what else I could do to it. But I wanted it to look like a lab, you know, sterile and stuff like that. So that's about what I've done to it. I don't know if I'll go back to it or not. If I do, it'd probably be off camera, just because I want to keep some things, some builds off camera and some on camera, so that I can have, uh, whenever I cannot record, I can still play a little bit. This is my Botania setup. This I did off camera to get the ring of magnetization. I'm working towards the ring of greater manip magnetization, which is this one. It should be better than the one I have, but it needs Terra Steel, and Terra Steel needs a lot of stuff. Right now, okay, it should be done. So let me get the stuff. These are all stuff for episodes and stuff like that. As you can see, I already have the stuff uh for what do you call that? So do I do just that? Or what am I supposed to do? Is that it? Is that it? I'm not sure. Is it doing something? Okay, it's supposed to be doing something. I don't know if I'm supposed to throw it on top. Oh, there we go. Now it's doing something. Wow. That's pretty cool. My first Terra Steel ingot. Done the right way. Whoa, that looks awesome. I had never done this. This is high level Vulcania stuff for me. Yay! Oh, wait. Yay! My first Terra Steel ingot. Yay! Okay, so took me a while to get there. It took quite a lot of mana. Yep, half uh half mana pool to be exact. Um, Let me go to the here, make it the good one. There we go. Now we have the really good one. So, okay. Uh, let's see. What can I show you first? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'll show you this first. This is what my base is looking, just like barely finished. But this is layout wise. This is how my base is gonna look. Where I'm currently at is gonna be not destroyed, but it's gonna be taken out. Some pieces are gonna be moved into certain buildings, and then the farm I think is gonna go over here or over here, something like that. I have them with signs and the portals and everything. So this road is probably gonna continue here, and then we're gonna have a few more buildings this way. That's the lab, and oh yeah, I forgot. Abby left me a present because ooh, what a cute chest. She left me a present because of we've been working together, and she's asked me help with a few chisel and bits thing, and I've been trying to help her learn chisel and bits. So she left me this gift of some beef Wellington. There you go. Good food for the belly. I'm gonna put these food right now here, just because, not because I don't want to eat the food right now, but because uh, at this point I have the steaks in my hot bar. I'm probably gonna finish those, and then I'm gonna move on to the beef Wellingtons. Um, okay, so let's just jump into it. First of all, I'm gonna need some chiseled cobblestone. Um, because I'm gonna be working for something for Um, two of our newest members, even though we do have a third one, a third new member. Um, the members I'm going to be working, or the peers I'm going to be working this for, is for Fade and Sassy. And I gave them a gift recently because I saw that Fade was dying too much. So I gave them a soul bounded bag, one for each. But at this point, I also saw that um, these, I think, last week or last couple of weeks, I don't know. In a few this last days, um, a new peer joined, and that new peer is Frostbite. Yes, Frostbite. He has been a really great guy. I met him first on the Hermit Pack over at Dogcraft. He helped me out a few times when I was stuck learning all the mods and stuff like that. But he really helped me out. So I want to do something really special for him. Once I finish what I'm doing for Sassy and Fade, maybe in another episode, or maybe um after, I don't know. But I will do something really cool for him also. I think I'm gonna go with that one. So, I'm gonna put these here, and I'm gonna put these here, right? Looks pretty cool. I can't chisel them though, because if I chisel them, you lose the tissue. I mean the connected planes. So I'm gonna have to work around that and around that. So that's the start. That's it. No, I'm kidding. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I've been doing with Abby. We had a collab recently. We were working on the on the town. We made a market. So I'm gonna show you how that started. I'm gonna show you a few things. I'm gonna bring you back so you see the progress in either Fade's or Sassy's desks. And then after that, um, I'll probably just keep showing you a few things, and then I'll show you when when I take them to their base, and then I'll show you the market finish. So it's gonna be like a uh, back and forth between this Chisel and Bits project and the market project. That way, you can see a little bit of everything. All right, all right.
Hi, Fernan.
Oh,
Hi,
hi!
Fernand.
I got some flowers for
Hey.
you guys.
Ooh, thanks.
I love
There you go,
flowers.
They're so
and
pretty.
there you go. Yeah, I was picking some.
What are we gonna? Thanks. What are we gonna build today?
I was thinking that maybe we could build something that everybody can use, like a market or something, so people can barter.
That's a great idea.
Um,
I
you
think we
know,
had a little bit of a plan.
do you have an idea of what we could build?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like a farmer's market kind of building.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those. I have some ideas. I mean, maybe we could do it a roofed one, like
Yeah,
bigger.
maybe like a barn sort of.
Yeah, sort of something like that. We could use the cherry wood, make it red.
That's a great idea. All right. Oh dear, it's starting to be night. We should
Oh
maybe
no.
like light a campfire maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
I've
all
set
set up for us.
yeah, I've set something up here. Just sit down, talk.
Cool. I brought marshmallows.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I was kind of
Yeah.
hungry.
I love
Here you go.
marshmallows.
This seems like the kind of time that we would tell stories.
Okay.
What type of stories?
Any type of stories.
Well, I did have a scary story, but I don't know if it's
Oh.
that scary. I
All
mean,
right.
I used to think it was scary,
Okay.
but I heard it a long time ago. It's about a miner. Um, I'm really bad at stories, you know? It's It's like he started. He was a like a lonely miner. He used to mine all by himself, and he
Uh-huh.
used to be like really successful because he would go mining at night, and then um
Oh,
you have a visitor on
What
your
the?
side. Yeah, yeah.
save that rotten flesh so we can make
Ugh.
monster jerky.
Oh,
Oh
gross.
no,
Throwing it
that
Sorry,
at you.
that's delicious. What are you talking
Yuck.
about?
That's disgusting. I threw it on the ground there. Should have thrown it into the fire.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
Oh, go right ahead. Um, yeah, and as I was saying before that zombie rudely interrupted us, he used to be really successful. He went out at night when nobody else was mining, and he used to get all the gems, all the diamonds, all the emeralds, and until one night he decided to go to this cave that everybody said, no, that's too dangerous. You shouldn't go down there. And as soon as he went in, he just started hearing hissing all
Mm-mm.
around. But
Hissing.
yeah, but he didn't mind it because he'd been out at night and he had heard hissing before, but just never in a cave. So he didn't mind it, so he kept going. He started mining, he didn't get anything, so he kept mining down, lower and lower, till he get a point that to get until he got to a point where he started getting stuff he wanted. But he was like, "Oh my God, there's so much. Why has nobody ever come here?" So he kept going and going, and then he heard something. So he looked back, and he saw something green in the distance. But he didn't pay attention to
Ooh.
it. He thought it was, I don't know, maybe moss on the walls or something like that because it was humid. So he didn't mind it. So he kept going. And then all of a sudden he heard the hissing getting closer and closer
Ooh.
and closer.
Closer.
And then
What was it?
when he turned around, this is what he saw. And boom!
Whoa!
Then he didn't make it. They
Oh
say that if
no!
you go into that cave, you can still hear the creeper hissing behind your ear. And when you
That's
turn
terrible.
around, he's not there. So you never know where he is.
Ooh, that's a scary story. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Shall we sleep and get started in the morning?
Sure. Let me
Okay.
hop
So
out of that
sleep and
chair.
get started again in the morning?
Uh,
Oops, I got on further.
so where do you want to go? Like right here? Well, hello guys. This is the first time lapse. I just wanted to jump in and give you a little bit of background on what we're building. So, what we decided to build, as you saw from the intro, is a small marketplace where all the peers can just set up shops and be able to join in and just sell their stuff, sell the stuff that they don't need, or sell the stuff that they have an excess of. So, during this video, I know it's a long one, but during this video, you will have two more time lapses, and I will just leave you with some music here and there, and probably chat uh, for the most part of it. Um, but what I wanted to talk to you about is my idea of what this marketplace could be. That's something that I'm gonna talk in probably either the next or the last time lapse. I'm gonna talk about the plots, the different plots we're gonna have, and my idea of my shop and where I am gonna set it up. Um, uh, this video was taken a few weeks back. It has been backlogged because it was a lot of footage, and that's why you see that I have a few time lapses, and I had to cut it in different ways. Sorry, the angles are not so good, and it's only in first person. It's because we had troubles with the third person camera, and them, Abigail sending me the footage. So I decided to just go with my first person view. So I'm gonna leave you with some music, and then I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that first uh, little piece of my uh, my build with Abigail. I've been working hard behind the scenes, trying to get this present for Fade and Sassy all done. I wanted to bring you back because I have finished one of the desks. Um, it's a necromancer desk. Um, I've heard from previous series that Fade calls himself and deems himself a necromancer, and to he loves to I guess revive the dead. I don't know. He enjoys that kind of thing. I don't know. I just want to make him feel at home, and hopefully he doesn't raise the dead against me. So that that's scary. That's scary. That's really inside a cheat. That's really thinking that somebody might be a necromancer and that he might be against me. So I have to be in his good graces. Alright? So hopefully he'll like it. And if he does, I'm safe. We're all safe. So this is his desk. I hope this is a desk that every necromancer would feel really happy to have. It's all chisel and bits, even the skeleton skull is all chiseled. I have some candles, some blood with a bone and dripping, I guess. The spell book, the enchanted chalice with something inside, and the dagger. I don't know if the dagger is for self-help, self-hurting, or to hurt others. Honestly, I don't know. The only thing I know is that hopefully with this, he won't hurt me, and that's all good. So I'm gonna pack this up. Oh well, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna pack it up. I'm actually just gonna use chisel design. And then, oh wait, okay. And that's that one, this one, and this one. I think there's one line of black wool that I didn't get, but that's alright. I gotta check something because I think, yeah, I threw out the black wool, and I threw out the skeleton head bits. So I'm gonna have those. I'm gonna need those for when I go to his base, their base, and set it all up. So I'm gonna tear this down, put it in my chisel and bit chest because that chest is going to one of those builds that's gonna house everything I built for everybody. So I'm gonna take this down, this down, this down, and this down. Those are the bits I have currently in my oh, one side and this is the other. Okay. So all I'm missing is this and this. So I have to make two more positive chisel designs. Actually, I should make a couple more. So let me get a bucket. Bucket. And oh, I had a bucket here. Get a bucket and get the water. Hopefully I can get those pretty quickly. So I'll do this, and while I'm doing this, I'll start the sassy build, the sassy um, chisel and bits build, and hopefully once I finish that, um, I can bring you back, and then I'll show you the desk. So since I'm gonna be doing that, I'll take you back to Abby, Summer, and myself in our collab, and hopefully you'll get to see a little bit more of what we've done. It did take us a while. It was a really long build because it was pretty detailed. So hopefully you like it, and if you do, well, you know what to do. You can hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You'll see more collabs, uh more builds like this chisel and bits desk and stuff like that. Because I guess they call me the chisel and bits guy in here. So if you can't if you can do it, then why not, right? If I can be the chisel and bits guy, then why shouldn't I be? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some stone and I'm gonna get a few things, probably some more chisel bags, and I'll bring you back. So hopefully you like what we're doing also at town, and I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, in this voiceover time lapse, I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I'm thinking about building inside uh, the marketplace. So, in real time, I've already plotted out the marketplace, everything, and I've plotted out plots with different sizes and different shapes. Some for carts, some for shops, some for small stalls. Um, and what I'm gonna do is probably I'm thinking about building a store for my chisel and bit business and a small cart. I don't know what to do in the cart yet. I'm thinking about selling something, maybe something that I get quite easily. I don't know what yet. Uh, I do have two mob spawners that run pretty efficiently. I have the nether mob spawner, which is gonna be in a upcoming episode. That's something I did with Rad, and I have a normal cursed earth spawner that also has recently added an Enderman powered spawner, which, by the way, takes way too much RF. But having said that, I do get a lot of drops. I mean, I do get a lot of mob drops, which some people don't get as easily because they don't have mob spawners set out yet. Um, I could sell. I know that there are gonna be stalls for food and some for armor and stuff like that. I was thinking also about doing a small little plot of like an archery store. Just more, I guess it's instead of just something for people to buy from, it's more about the role play and the stuff like that for future episodes. I know some people have their series laid out more less technical, more into uh, uh, um, like a sitcom. Others have it more into like um, they give their series their own spins, and I think that having an archery store with different bows and different arrows and different stuff like that, they might appreciate because they can go and use it in their in their episodes, and it's also something that gives the marketplace a little bit of ambiance. Um, so in the cart, I will probably be advertising both those small stores. Um, I know I'm just jumping from side to side, but it's just I'm just jostling out ideas while I talk to you guys. But I think having those three stores might prove useful for other peers to feel like I don't know, like they could add their own little stores and stuff like that. In my Chisel and Bit store, I will also accept like building builds or building. commissioned buildings and stuff like that. Those are like larger builds that I could do with chisel and bits or chisel and bit details. Um, the store name came from both Rustbite and Fade. They were talking about making fun of me just having a store that it's not easy to like what I'm selling. It's not easy to come by, like maybe mob drops and stuff like that. That's something that everybody can have, but the stuff that it's decorative or stuff that you put in your base or custom stuff, it's hard to come by, it's hard to get, and not everybody likes to go into the chisel and bits. Some people just like to grind out the tech mods or grind out the magic mods and kind of base their series more in a technical aspect instead of I guess uh I don't know what to call it, like visual aspect or building aspect, I guess. So the Chisel and Bit store is gonna be called Bit by Bit. I will probably reference Rustbite's and Fade's input on the name inside the store or something. But yeah, I mean, those three stores are, of course, that depends on how many plots the peers need. So right now I just have two. I have a small cart one and the Chisel and Bit store one. But if there's space, I will do the archery one. So I know I say so too much. That's I guess my go-to word when I'm thinking. But I will leave for now. I'll come back later in our last time lapse and we'll keep talking. Thanks. Hey guys. Although we did good on Fate's desk, I think the Druid desk became maybe my favorite. So I guess it's uh depends on who's looking at it and depends on what you like better. But I think that to get in Fade's good graces, I have to get in Sassy's good graces as well. So I did a desk for her. She wants to be a druid, or is a druid, or is working towards being a druid. I'm not entirely sure. But uh, I've heard that to be a druid, you need a druidic altar, which helps with uh, spells and just making everything, I don't know, more druid-like, I guess. So I wanted to show you what I built for Sassy. So you look at here. I tried Druidic altar is different than necromancy altar because the druids usually have everything like everything's about balance and everything's about having symmetry, right? So everything I built here is symmetric. I do have different things on the bowls. I do have different like ice and fire is actually diamond and redstone. The wool has a shape. In the front, it has a shape going looking into the Celtic or something to the Celtic druid things, I guess. I'm not entirely sure how you say it, but I like the gold. It looks really good. I like how everything looks up here. So what I'm gonna do, again, pack it up, put it in the bowl, and then go right ahead into Fates and Sassy's base, and then I'll be able to leave their gift over there, and it's gone. See, as easy as that. It's this, 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 and then two of those, and the two of these. Okay. So, what what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start traveling over there, and I'll meet you up there. I'm gonna have a sleep real quick, so I don't die uh, in my walking over there, I guess. So once I get there, I'll work on everything. All right? See you there. Okay. Well, this is our last time lapse. This one's gonna be a little bit longer than the others. I will probably end up with some background music because I know you're gonna eventually get bored of hearing me all the time. But I wanted to leave this part or this ending piece as long as it is because this is when I started really detailing the marketplace, the, the marketplace, or you could call it the farmer's market or the roofed market. Um, really detailing it with chisel and bits. It took me probably like an hour or something like that, or a little bit more, to do a wool awning, do the posts, do the little detailing on each one, do uh, the glass metal railing and all those pieces, while Abby and Summer worked on their respective things. That Summer was working on the path. Abby was working on the walls and the windowsills and the white paneling that surrounds the build. Even though we spend almost close to 5 hours on this, we weren't able to completely finish it because we weren't able to start the inside, and I wasn't able to do the underside um of the ceiling, which I will probably do off camera or in a future episode. It's more likely I'll do it off camera just because I want peers to be able to just start putting in their stuff. There's also a large plot in the center that will be like a like a Central Park, some sort of. It will have a custom fountain in the middle, and I believe Nabi was interested in doing that. So check that out whenever she uploads that. Some of the peers are a little bit behind on their schedules. Some of them are really grinding down and just pushing out episodes. They're all really good. They all have something to share or show. Some are more technical and are really good with tech mods or magic mods. Some have a little bit of a sitcom vibe. So it's more about the show. It's more like it's an episode of a series. And some of them have a little bit both. So they show a little bit of their progress in their different mods that they're using and also give out that sitcom vibe, like their interactions with other peers and stuff like that. I don't want to go into detail who is who because I want you guys to just check them out, check all of them out. Their their uh, their different YouTube channels and Twitch channels will be on the descriptions down below. So please go check them out. Some of them, well, all of them are really good, and all of them I would consider are way better Minecrafters than I am. I've been in Minecraft, I guess this date would be maybe a year and a half or something like that. I decided to go into YouTube because some of the peers went directly asked me if I wanted to join their server, and then they kind of encouraged me to go into the YouTube route because I started doing some streams, but I wasn't quite. I don't know. I guess I wasn't comfortable at first, like talking to the camera and stuff like that. I'm still a little bit uncomfortable just because I'm just, uh, I guess, kind of confused sometimes about what to say and if people are gonna get, be interested in what I'm saying. Some of them tell me just have fun with it. Some of them tell me just go with your gut. So I'm just trying to do that and getting comfortable with the idea of doing that. Um, Also, I was one of the first peers to actually go into the chisel and bits like fully. So that's why most of them say that I'm like the chisel bit master. But to tell you the truth, I just visualize what I want to do and just try really, really hard to make something look the way I feel that it has to look. And most of the time I'm doing chisel and bits for other people. So I really, really like put everything I have because it's something that I'm gonna give to somebody else or somebody else is gonna use in their base. So I really want them to be happy with it. And I guess that's why I got good at it. But the truth is I'm still like a really, really, really big noob in this. Some of them might say that I know my mods pretty well, but that's because I do a lot of research. Some of them like decide not to see like pro Minecrafter series in different mods or different packs because they don't want their experience to be ruined. But the truth is that for me, watching them really doesn't ruin my experience just because I'm not gonna do exactly what they do. I'm gonna do something different, but it really like gives me ideas on how to use the mods because some of the people I watch are really creative on the way they use mods, they automate, they decorate. So um, for me, it's just learning, continuous learning about just on bits, about mods, about how to talk to the camera about how to talk to other peers, how to make it interesting. It's funny because this little collab, at first I was like really shy and didn't talk too much, so we ended up having to come back and do a third go, like just to get the intro right because I feel like I needed to like loosen up. And once I loosened up, the intro really, really kind of felt better. And if you see, uh, like a couple of minutes ago, when you saw the intro of what we were doing, that you see Abby and Summer, they have more of a sitcom vibe, and they have a more cheerful, peppy kind of series. So I had to up my game or kind of change the way I talk to them to kind of match their vibe so that their series intro for this really, really looked good, really, really felt right in their episode because I feel like in my episode, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different, but I am more kind of on a medium. They're like on a high peppy. So I needed to match or like meet up halfway so that their series could look better or it could actually feel better. And I'm really glad I did it because it kind of left me out of my comfort zone. And now I feel like next time, whenever I do a collab with somebody else, I did a collab with Rad recently that I felt that really went better. Like it came out better from the first try or a couple of tries, right? But it felt really, 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 I felt really more comfortable with that collab because Abby and Summer really helped me come out of my shell. And I'm really looking forward to collabing with some of the other peers because they're doing some incredible stuff. And some of them have like lores to their builds and what they're doing. So with me, with my chisel and bits and stuff like that, it feels um like I feel like I could really get into it and give them things, different things. Like This episode, you're gonna see the finished versions of Fade's and Sassy's altars, the Druid altar and the Necromancy altar. Uh, and I did this because I feel like my series doesn't really have a theme. Like it's a little bit more technical or a little bit more laid back, but my building style and my thinking process does have that custom feel. So because I like Chisel and Bits and because I like the fact that they have lores to what they're doing, their series and their builds, I'm using that to my advantage in the gift slash prank uh, area. I will be pranking people in the future. I will do some off camera if they're small, if they're a little bit bigger or a little bit more detailed. I probably record some of it and try to get their reaction. Although it's a little bit hard because since we're all kind of in different time zones, collabing and getting everything right is a little bit harder sometimes. And with pranks and gifts, it's like their first reaction that you want to get, and sometimes they can't, and they're gonna record, so they're gonna get in the server, and you don't really want to hinge their process or like stop them from recording. So you kind of say, okay, well, you record it, and then I'll link your episode, or I'll tell people to go to your episode and see it. But it's a little bit disappointing that you can't hear it like at the moment they do it. But it's always fun to see their videos and see their reactions to whatever it is that you do, whether it's a gift or a prank or just a collab or just leave maybe something that they wanted and you just leave it there. Um, Also, um, let's see. We're coming to almost the end of this time lapse chat because I'm gonna leave some background music to end the time lapse. But guys, like I said, I urge you to go to the other peers videos, uh, leave them a like, leave them a comment saying that you came from my video, and I don't know if you like what you're seeing. Like I said, just give me a like and just follow everybody because they're all really good. Well, thanks. I'm gonna leave you with some background music, a little bit of smooth jazz to kind of finish up in a mellow, serene kind of pace, and uh, then it will be probably the end of the episode. Sorry for the long episode, but I think it's good content. So there you go. Thanks. Hey guys, I'm over here at Fade and Sassy's base. Um, yeah, mobs don't seem to like me. I don't mind killing them though. I've set everything up. I'm gonna leave these over here cooking for them. I guess I did kill them on their base. I set it up. Sassy's over here. I wrote something. I believe that to be able to be a druid, you need an altar. And then I did Fades over here. I believe a necromancer like yourself needs an altar. Uh, I left you a couple of altars for you guys to be able to practice magic, and then now you are legit. And my signature, this is their starter base. I have no idea if they have. I believe that they're working towards moving somewhere, but this is where they are as of last episode and last time I heard. So this is my first gift. This is where I left them the soulbound bags. That way they don't keep losing their items. And now that I left them a little bit of chisel bits. So with that, I will finish the episode. I hope you like what I did for Sassy and Fade. I hope you like what I did with Abigail in the town. It is an incomplete, a quote unquote incomplete build just because the insides are not yet built. But that's another story. That's something we're gonna do individually. I'm gonna probably work on that sometime soon. I'm not entirely sure. There's a lot of things that I need to build on my base. But if you like what I did for Fade and Sassy, if you like what I did for the other peers and Chisholm builds, and if you like what I'm doing in my base and with my series, please leave a like, and then subscribe if you want. And if you subscribe, hopefully you'll keep getting good content. So I'll see you later. Uh, hope you like this episode and hope to see you soon. All right, bye.